just above my ankle. Oh, crikey. I think we're a bit stuck here. Can I get out? Oh, oh, crikey. We're skating. Hi everyone, and welcome to today's non-run. As you can see, I'm out for a very muddy walk today. Just taking out the Pegasus Trail 2s, the Gore-Tex version, out to test their waterproofness. Out here in these boggy conditions. Like a blooming river down here. Anyway, so what I wanted to talk to you guys about today was just to let you know how I'm doing following the 50k Ultra and how the recovery's going with the situation on my left leg. So, a little bit of backstory for you. Before the Ultra, I had some pain in my left leg, what I suspected to be shin splints. Took a couple of weeks off before the race just to make sure that the legs recovered in time for it. Which I thought they did, because we did a practice, like a warm-up training run with Dan a week before the Ultra, and everything seemed fine. Not a lot of pain, maybe a slight niggle towards the end, but nothing major, and I just thought that was just lack of running and me getting back into the swing of it. But even during the run for the 50k, everything started off fine, no issues whatsoever. Got through the first 30k, no problem. On the way back, after we turned around at Box Hill, just after the midway point, started to notice some pain, again in the same area, just on the front of my shins on my left leg, just sort of above my ankle on the inside. And I thought, oh no, here we go again. But I just put it down to sort of us going up and down a lot of hills, because at that stage in the run there has been a lot of incline and decline, and I just thought it was just where my muscles were stretching out to accommodate for that. So I didn't think anything of it. But by the time we had reached sort of 40k, my legs were in absolute agony, really struggling to walk, and it really hurt to put any pressure whatsoever on my left leg. So basically for the last 10k I was limping along, but we managed to finish, and that was the main thing.
It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
Walking to the end. So I took a couple of weeks off after that, mainly because I couldn't walk anyway, so I couldn't run regardless whether I wanted to or not. So I took 2 weeks off, and slowly I'd been recovering, and then last week I decided to go and see a physio and get an expert opinion on what might be going on, and find out some ways to help strengthen my legs and basically recover quicker. So I went into my local running shop, Fit Stuff in Guildford, and they have a sports clinic in there, so they deal with sports injuries, specifically running. So I went in and see the physio, Andy, and he basically confirmed that I had got a stress fracture on my leg, and that was due to the shin splints, which had been coming anyway before the run. So because the muscles were so tight in my leg, that's what was causing the shin splints initially, and then they just came back for over the 50k, and because my muscles were so tight and contracted, they weren't handling the impact of me running over such a distance, and it's basically just knocked a bone or just cracked it or chipped it or something, because I'm not doing transitioning heel to toe properly. So Andy gave me some exercises to hopefully get me back out running again, so I'll share those exercises with you now. So the 3 exercises that I've got to do are, I have to do foot stretches, which basically requires you to go down onto your knees and then put your feet, raise your feet up, but then try and sort of tuck your toes underneath your bum, just to give a sort of stretch all along the bottom of your feet. So that's what that's designed to do. That's just to stretch out the tendons, just to make that sort of heel to toe transition a lot smoother, give me a little bit more strength in the arch of my foot. So that's my first exercise. And the second exercise requires a balance cushion. So I need to go one-legged on the balance cushion just to try and balance on that. And I also need to try and incorporate some knee dips in that. So it's one-legged knee dips on a balance cushion, which I find quite difficult, mainly because it's still quite painful on my leg, especially along the front there, and it's like trying to balance and also fight the pain at the same time. So that one's quite interesting exercise. My third exercise that I need to do is to basically use a Pilates resistance band, and I have to sit on a chair and then put my non-injured leg down so the foot's flat on the floor, and I need to put my other injured leg up so my foot is resting on the knee of my other leg, and I need to wrap the resistance band from the foot of my leg that's on the floor up over the toes of my injured foot, and I need to do toe raises. So I need to basically raise my toes up to the ceiling and slowly back down again. I need to do that 15 times. I need to do those exercises once a day for the next couple of weeks, and then I'm going to go back and see Andy, and hopefully we can see how I'm getting on, and hopefully I've made some improvements. Even though I've only been doing it for the last couple of days, I have noticed that it's not as painful anymore, which is a good sign. I've also been taking some supplements, so I've been taking some calcium and things just to help the bone regrow, and also some glucosamine and cod liver oil and things just to help loosen up the joints and keep them nice and supple. So hopefully with the combination of all these things, I'll be back out and running in no time. Now this is the reason why you get yourself some white trail shoes. Look at that. That's going to be torture for some people that have got OCD of cleanliness, isn't it? Look at that mud. So hopefully, all said and done, I should be ready for the next big event that I've got coming up, which is on February the 20th, which is the Manhood Ultra Marathon, which me, Chris and Dan are all organised basically to raise funds for the Oddballs Foundation, which is a men's health foundation, and they focus on testicular cancer and creating awareness of how men should check themselves regularly to make sure that they're all okay downstairs. So that's taking place on the 20th of Feb. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll be back in a good place for running by then. Obviously I'll drop in from time to time and let you guys know how I'm getting on, but fingers crossed the rehab and the exercises and the vitamins will all come together and work for me, and we can run the whole 50k this time without being in absolute agony at the end of it. We'll see when we get to it, fingers crossed. Anyway, that's it for now. Let me know what you guys got for Christmas, and I hope you all enjoyed the day, even though what with all the COVID restrictions it was different for many people in the UK, which is a shame, but what can you do? So let me know what you got for Christmas. Hope you got some good goodies, and yeah, I'll be interested to find that out in the comments. If you're interested in donating to our charity fundraiser, please check out the links below. Really appreciate any money that you can give, no matter how big or small the donation may be. Also, I'd like to say thank you to the people that have already dropped some money in the pot. Really appreciate that. All's going to a good cause, and I'm sure the Oddballs Foundation are going to be really appreciative of the cash that we've raised. So thank you for the people that have already donated. Okay, right, I'm going to leave it there. Take care everyone, stay safe, and I'll see you in another video. Peace.